Okay, I want to say Shalom. I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. That's who we ignorantly call God in Jesus Christ. And I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to all you Akim pushing this word with all truth and sincerity on the four winds of the earth. And today's lesson, man, I'm just going to go in. This lesson be titled, man, how do we know we're the Israelites of the Bible? We know because of the prophecies, man. Because the prophecies in the curses, man, that should be upon us for a sign and a wonder, man. So we know we don't need no DNA test to know that we're the Israelites, man. You know, because we got curses on us to let us know that we're the Israelites, man. And I'm gonna go into improve some of these things. I'm gonna just jump straight into it. This is Deuteronomy 28:1. It says, and it should come to pass if thou shalt. This is when Moses delivered. Well, this is when the Lord delivered the Israelites up out of the land of Egypt, and Moses brought the laws and statutes and commandments to the Israelites that they should follow, man, from the directly from the Lord. Then it says, it should come to pass if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. Then it says, all these blessings shall come to thee and overtake thee if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. All right? So the Lord said we'll be blessed. He set us on high above all nations that are on the earth, man, if we listen to him. All right? Then it says, blessed shall thou be in the city, blessed shall thou be in the field, blessed shall thou fruit of thy body, bless the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, and the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store, blessed shall thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shall thou be when thou goest out. All right, so these are some of the things that was promised to happen to the Israelites if they listened to the Lord. All right, but we didn't listen to the Lord, so therefore these curses fell upon us, man. And these curses are, we'll go to Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. Then it says, but if thou shalt come to pass, it says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall, it said, all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shall thou be in thy city, cursed shall thy be in the field, cursed shall thy basket in thy store, cursed shall be thy fruit of thy body, in the fruit of thy land, and the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. Cursed shall thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shall thou be when thou goest out. All right, so these are the curses that we're talking about, man. I'll expound on some of them. It says, cursed shall thou be in the city, okay, which most of our people are we cursed in the city, man. You know, we the only ones getting shot down in the streets, man, and been getting killed in the streets at an alarming rate. All right, because that's them curses that's overtaking us that the Lord said will happen to us. And then it says, and cursed shall thou be in the field, cursed shall thy basket in thy store. Yeah, because we don't have a lot of black-owned businesses, man, that's prospering, man. We don't got our own businesses that's flourishing in this community, man, in society. I mean, we open them up, and you know, it'd be a grand opening, then it'd be a grand closing, because these the curses on us that we would not prosper. You know, for the most part, you got some Israelites that that prosper, that come successful in this community, but as a whole, we're all cursed and we're not flourishing. And this is We'll jump in Deuteronomy 28 and 29. It says, uh, and thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. Like our people, we are oppressed, constantly oppressed, man, and we're not prospering in nothing that we do. All right, only thing we didn't found a place of rest and content with doing wickedness. You know, we're killing each other. We're selling drugs to each other, man. That's what we found how to prosper in wickedness. All right, in righteousness we not prospering, man, because that them was curses and signs to let us know that hey, we're these people that the scriptures is talking about. And I'll read on down. It says, thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof. All right. So this is what this scripture is going into slavery. When we came over in slavery, I read it again. It says, "Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her." All right. So what was this happening? This was happening in slavery, man. The master come in, and he say, "Hey, man, I want to sleep with that man's woman." He do so, man. You seen that in Nat Turner, man. You seen that in all the slave movies, man. You seen it in Roots. You seen it in 12 Years a Slave. Where master come in and he want to sleep with your woman, you can't nothing you can do about it. And that was prophecy. It says, "Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein." Right, because when we came over here, man, they put us in the fields, and they had us building up their land, but we didn't dwell in these places, man. All right, they dwelled in these places, man, and we dwelled in the cotton fields, man, in Mass's plantation. All right. Then it says, "Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shall not gather grapes thereof." Right, because we planted all kind of fields of things, man, but we didn't gather no grapes thereof, man. It was all went to the slave master, man. And this is what these scriptures is talking about. Jump down to 32, Deuteronomy 28 and 32. It says, it says, "Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there should be no might in thy hand." Okay, it says your sons and thy daughters will be given into another people, and we should look and long for them all the day long, man. But it be no might in our hand, be nothing we'd be able to do about it. All right. So this is talking about some of the prophecies that happened to us in slavery. I'll jump down to 37. It says, "And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee." All right, which we are astonishment, man. We are like when other nations pass by us, man, and look how destroyed we are mentally, we're astonishment to them. Like, wow, like these people really don't know who they are. All right, we become an astonishment to these people. And it says a byword. A byword is anything called outside your nationality that the Lord gave you, man, which we are called bywords. We call nigga. Well, we entitle ourselves African Americans, Native Americans, Mexicans, all kind of anything outside of our God-given name, man. And the scriptures told you we was gonna be called these things. All right. Then I jumped down to 46. It says, "And they should be." It says, "And they should be upon thee for a sign, for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever." Okay, so these curses was going to be upon us for a sign and a wonder to know who we are, and upon our seed forever. All right, because that's how we know we don't need no DNA testing. We know we're the true Israelites of the Bible, man. All right, because these curses to be upon us, man, for a sign and a wonder, to know who we are. Then I jump down to 48. It says, for there it says, therefore shall thy serve thy enemy, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things, and he shall put in yoke and iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. And the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as an eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. Okay? And where did they do that in movies in slavery? They didn't care if you was old or young. You had to get in the cotton fields, man, and pick cotton, or they'd kill you, man. They did all kind of things to us when we was in slavery, man. He said the Lord said He was gonna send a nation against us, against with fierce countenance, man, from the far ends of the earth. Where the Caucasians came from, man, which is the Edomites, according to the scriptures, they came from a far country, man, from the Caucasus mountains of Georgia, Russia, man. All right, that's what the word Caucasian come from, man. They came from the far end of the earth, man. All right. Then it says, therefore shall thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, and in hunger, meaning if you're hungry, we gotta go to we gotta go to their grocery stores. We gotta go to them for food, for food stamps. We don't own none of these things that we go, that we want to eat. We don't own none of these places, man. We actually go to our enemies. Then it says, and in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, meaning in far as clothes or whatever. We don't own no fabric companies or no clothing stores or nothing like that, man. We go to our own. We go shop with our enemies. Our people don't own these things, and that's what the Lord was saying. And in want of all things. So in the want of all things, man, from your food to your clothes to even a job, we can't go to our own people. We got to go to the enemies that the Lord sent against us, man. All right, so we got to go to them and want for all things. That was some of the curses that the Lord was going to put upon us, man. And then I jumped to, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And it says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. All right, that word Egypt is it's synonymous with bondage, man. It goes into bondage. It wasn't saying we was going into Egypt literally, because we walked out of Egypt when we went into Egypt the first time in slavery. It says, I will bring thee into Egypt again with ships. All right. It says, I bring you into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. That thou we should see no more again was our homeland, which is Israel. We would see it no more again, man. And we haven't been back to that land since we was brought over here to this land, man. Then it says, and there ye should be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy thee. Okay? It says we'd be when we come to this place that we was gonna get brought to by ships, we was gonna get sold for bondmen and bondwomen. That just means slave men and slave women. And no man shall buy thee, meaning no man will save us out of these conditions that we're in, man. All right, so no man was gonna be able to take us, save us out of this position that we was in, man. None of our Martin Luther King wasn't able to do it. Malcolm X wasn't able to do it. Marcus Garvey, plenty of black leaders, Farrakhan. Nobody was able to get us out this goddamn situation we was in. We was gonna have to return to the Lord, and He's gonna get us out of this. According to the scriptures, He's gonna get us out of this situation. You know. So no man was going to be able to save us from this situation.